In this video, we will be discussing imprinting edges. If you'd like to follow along with this video, please open the file imprintingedges.dwg located in the Working Files folder as discussed in the Working with this dataset video. When you imprint a solid model, you are either scoring the face with a geometry or splitting the face in the solid model into multiple faces. For the geometry to imprint onto the face, it must be coplanar with the solid model face. As you design your model, you will have instances where you have a single model surface that you would like to edit in different areas. By splitting the face, you can perform other edits on the smaller face area, such as tapering, rotating, or moving a section of the face. Let's look at splitting the face of this solid model here and then performing a taper. We'll just simply start with the line command and snap to the midpoint here and the midpoint there, and now that line falls on the same plane of the 3D face. To imprint, navigate to the Solid tab, Solid Editing panel, and then the Imprint command. The command line window prompts you to select a 3D solid or face. Let's pick the 3D solid, and let's go ahead and select the line that we want to imprint. When using this command, it's a good idea to have selection cycling turned on, so you can choose it from the selection dialog box. It prompts you if you want to delete the source object. If yes, then type Y and then enter. Press enter again, and now you have an additional face on this 3D solid. Let's go ahead and taper this face by navigating to the Home tab, Solid Editing panel, and then Taper Face command. And then we'll pick the face that we want to taper. Press enter, and then for the base point, we want to snap to here, and then for the angle, we want to type in -20 degrees and press enter, and there's our taper. And of course, we would do the same thing to the other side as well. Let's look at another example of doing this. Let's say we want to actually put a groove into this part of the 3D solid. So let's first go ahead and draw a line from the midpoint on edge right there, and we'll go perpendicular down to over here. Now, we want to offset this by a certain distance to get the groove that we want to put in here. However, the UCS icon is set to the flat plane here, and the offset tool would not offset it properly. Let's go ahead and select the UCS icon and move it to this location here, and all we want to make sure that we do is rotate the UCS icon to fall on the same exact plane as the 3D solid. Start the offset command. We want a distance of 1 and press enter. And let's go ahead and select the line that we want to offset by. And then notice the preview. Let's go to the right side there. And now that line is offset. You can now change your UCS back to the WCS. Now let's go to the Solid tab, Solid Editing panel, Imprint command, select our 3D solid, and then select the lines that we want to imprint onto the actual 3D solid. In this case, let's keep the source objects. So let's press N for no. And let's go ahead and do the other one and set N for no as well. Now notice how we lost the actual line. So let's go ahead and just simply draw another line from the endpoint here, perpendicular to this side there. And we'll now imprint this line so we can just create the groove that we want to. Now let's simply use the press pull command in the Home tab, Modeling panel, press pull, click your 3D face that we just created. And now let's go ahead and push into it and type in 1, enter, and there's our groove.